Good to have you here this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to take a few minutes and let everybody kind of get in here. We are indeed. If you're catching us on the replay, just give it a while, but go ahead and give us a comment after the replay, just so that we know somebody watched us after the replay. And give us a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We hope everybody's doing well. It's a cold morning here. Cold, wintry morning here. We trying to get some things done this morning. Seems like, man, we always have too much to do in the world, but thank you all for being here, as always. I enjoy doing these morning live streams. Enjoy getting to chit chat with the people that are either awake this time of the morning or the ones that are not gone to bed yet this time of the morning. So I do thank everybody for taking time out of their day to join us. So, all right. Let me get some things done while we wait for everybody to get here. Hooded Hater, Big Cheese. That didn't work. Let's see. Wow. We'll give it a few minutes, everybody, for the group to get in here this morning. If you got a YouTube channel, let us know about that. If you got something you want to talk about, let us know about that. Oh, hey. Nisha, thank you for being here. Good morning to you. How are you? Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Doing pretty good. It's Saturday where we're at in the world. It's 30 degrees, so it's pretty chilly. Hater says they're doing good themselves. So, it's early. 8:21 in the morning here. So, it's nighttime where you're at. That's partly what I like about these early morning live streams from my perspective is I get a lot of our people that we know they're up, getting their day going, but it's also fun and interesting to see who is still at nighttime in their part of the world. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate the thumbs up. Remember, we do have memberships on our channel that you can join, and super chats are available, and PayPal, all of that good stuff if you want to support us. But just subscribing to our channel is the biggest thing you could do that to help. We appreciate everybody. Man, oh man. It's supposed to warm up here a little bit today. So what time is it where you are, Nisha? Hooded Hater. Do you know my name? Well, do you want me to know your name? That's the question. Do you want to know my name? Do you know what I'm doing? Some days, if you feel like it's important for me to know your name, I know who you are. I know what you do. We had a good friend tell us last night that his 3-year-old had to go in the hospital. So we've been checking this morning about any updates on that. Doesn't seem to be any updates. So that could be a good thing because maybe it hasn't gone south for him. So you were watching 6 hours ago? Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, part of our effort in growing our channel is to do evening live streams. I usually do it Monday through Friday, and then I do morning live streams Saturday and Sunday mornings. And then my wife also does live streams also. Brian from Brazil. Hey, I love Brazil. How are you, my friend? So, 7:54 in the night. Wow. So can I ask which country? Don't give me your address or anything. Just what general geographical location that you all are in Brazil. So, what's the name of the miss who was going live 6 hours ago? That would have been my wife. Was she doing arts and crafts for Christmas last night? Was she decorating and stuff? I think my wife was doing a live stream last night on Facebook. I don't know if she did one on, I don't think she did one on YouTube, did she? I was in bed because I'm old. So, yeah, she was. You're right. She did one. You're right. Absolutely right. Sorry about that, Nisha. I didn't know she was. I was in bed asleep. Brian Notbot said that you gave too many emojis or something, so they went in and smacked you around a little bit, but don't fret. You know, about that. From India, nice. Who do we got here? Kayla Dances. I'm in Florida. We love Florida. Thank you for being here. Kay, we appreciate you. We appreciate the thumbs up you've given us. From India. Just because people want me to say something, you say, whatever makes you happy there. I'm sorry, Brian, my Spanish or Portuguese is no good. Yes, she was decorating. Okay, did you have a good time on her? Did you have a good time watching her channel? Or what? Watching her live stream? Same channel. Brian Nightbot booted you out again because of the consecutive. Too many American flags, my friend. Yeah, I was sleeping. I was smart. I was sleeping. I'm old. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, which I hope you've done. All have done. If you have a YouTube channel that you would like to have talked about, or there's a topic that you would like to talk about, just let me know. So how are things in India? Okay, how are things in Florida? Which part of Florida? Southern, central, or northern? We've been all over Florida, so we really enjoy it. So you subbed and liked, well, thank you for that. Okay, good, Nisha, appreciate that. Yeah, we love the panhandle of Florida a lot. I lived in Fort Myers for about a year and a half when I was way younger. And we've actually been over in the Cocoa Beach region quite a bit. But we've been all over the panhandle. And been in Jackson. We've been all over Florida. So, Nisha, how I answer that question is simply this. How old do you and everybody else think I am? Because whoever guesses right, that's the age I go with. Yahoo! Flavio! Saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello. And be kind and go ahead and say hi to each other in the chat. That really helps. It helps YouTube like us. When they see that people are getting to know one another in the chat, YouTube seems to like that. I'm going to say about 48. Okay. So 48 in the house. We'll make a note of that, you know. And I'm okay with that. But so hooded haters just gonna do a whole bunch of nonsense. That's all they know how to do. So, but every time he makes a little entry, YouTube likes me better, so it's okay. You guessed her age at 34. Very good, very good. She's definitely younger than me, right? Not as pretty as me, you know, but no. So yeah, I got up this morning because she works late and gets off work and stays up and does things, but I was in bed. So I got up this morning and I saw that she got a whole bunch of stuff done around the house and with her Christmas decorating, so it was really good to see that. So I think you maybe are 40. Well, I'm a little bit older than that. But your original guess at 48 is really good. You know. But even at 48, you can be kind of old. So, but we get a lot of visitors in from India and Brazil and Germany and Florida. I'm having my morning drink because I try to drink coffee, but I never get it right. I never get it right. It always doesn't. Like, if you go to a restaurant, they have really good coffee. If you go to Starbucks, they got really good coffee. You come to my house, my coffee sucks. I don't understand why. I haven't figured it out. Hooded says she looks 14. Well, I'm sure she would appreciate that. Women always like to be told they look younger than they are. So that's a good thing, I guess. Got a lot of you nice young people in the house this early. So 49, yeah, I'll take 49. Nisha, how old are you? You know, are you in your 30s too, like my wife? But how old we look isn't, how we look isn't a true reflection of our age, right? I know some people that look like they're 900 and they're really, you know, in their 50s. I know other people that look to be in their 50s and they're in their 70s. So I may be 49, but my body feels like it's 89. So they have many years age gap, that's right. Which I think is a good thing. I have a rule. I believe PA Outdoors is in the house. Thank you. Cheers. Good morning. Good morning, Sanders. That's me. I think men and women, if we're lucky, the 20-year age gap is about the sweet spot. Anything 20 and younger age gap is the perfect sweet spot. Sanders, how's the little boy this morning? PA, thank you for being here. Good morning and cheers. Thank you for the thumbs ups. She in 10 days. All right, well, if that doesn't even calculate, but we don't expect logic from you. Good morning, everybody. Everybody say hi to Sanders. Say hi to PA Outdoors. Say hi to our good friend Nisha from India. We got our good friend from Florida in here already. No, I'm a teenager. Well, we figured so. And it's good to be a teenager when you're a teenager. You know, when we get old like us, we always like to pretend we're a teenager. Cole says, good morning to everybody. Cole, how are you this morning? How are things? You doing all right this morning? It is cold here, man. I'm just telling you guys. Doing good? Good, good. We all wish we were teenagers in this chat, trust me. Still waiting here from the wife. She was up and moving around late last night, yeah. Well, let's just hope today's a good day, right? That They say the little one can come home 18 where you're at. Yeah, it was 30 degrees where I'm at, so that's warmer than yesterday. Yesterday's 20 something. Well, Nisha, what I would do, to be honest, being the fact that you're not an adult, I wouldn't tell people your exact age. I definitely wouldn't give them your screen name online. You got to protect yourself as a young person from people on the internet that are not good people. So never tell them where you live or anything like that. No personal information. Just give generalities. Like you're from India. That's good enough. Nobody needs to know your home address. Yeah, well, I think that's a stretch hooded. I think saying that you're 4 would be saying that, like I'm 190 with Y and Ys. Daughter's so sleepy, so cleaning the house so she can rest when she gets home. Good. That's good. So Nisha's going to be 16 in a few months. So that's good. Hooded says they want to be like me. Cole says it's coffee time. Well, I would like to have some good coffee, but I suck at making it. I can't seem to ever get it right. So every morning I do try to have a little bit of vitamin and low calorie. There's only 50 calories, no sugar. To try to help me kickstart. It has too much sodium, but oh man, I am so thirsty in the mornings when I get up. It's unbelievable. So coffee time is a good time. I just don't make good coffee, and I don't understand why. Good, Nisha. That's good. Yeah, we always just like to help people protect themselves. And you seem like a very smart person, so I'm sure you're good. But just something I try to tell the younger people that come in that there are people that come on here and they act like nice guys and they turn out to be not nice guys. So that's all I tell people. So, so Cole, how do you take your coffee where you're at? I like uh, I like my coffee. I don't know how I like my coffee. I seem to like it with a strong coffee flavor, but with some cream and sweetness. Big boa equals you. Yeah, drive down whatever road you want there and hood it. And I have no clue, as always, what you're talking about. And I got a feeling you don't either, but that's all right. We don't discriminate on this channel. We like everybody. Smart people, dumb people, we don't care. I know I need to work today on cleaning up my house too. I need to get some dusting and sweeping done. Nisha says, yes, that's true though. Just good from outside. Nice. Nisha was here last night, everybody, watching my wife make Christmas ornaments. So I appreciated her hanging out with Lorelai while she did make an ornament. That's right, they pretend to be good and they're really not. And, there's a lot of them out there. And I know that law enforcement in America watches for those people. So that's a good thing. I know law enforcement in the Philippines watches for those people. I know they're able to track the IP addresses and find those people that are trying to prey on young people. So I'm very happy that our law enforcement communities are able to do all of that. So, roasting indirectly. And we got 10 people watching. We got 7 thumbs up. Thank everybody once again for being here. So Nisha, what are your plans when you're 30 years old? How do you envision your life when you're 30 years old? Do you want to like be married, or you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, a professor, a movie star? What is it that you would like to be when you're 30 years old? My wife's an amazing woman. Yes. I appreciate you saying that. I know my wife would appreciate kind words, because we love YouTube and we love sharing our knowledge of things. And we take what people say with a grain of salt, but it's always nice to get positive reaffirmation, even though there's a philosophy out there that you should never believe what anybody says about you, good or bad. Oh my God, my wife had me up at 5 a.m. putting up lights this morning. You're talking about outside lights or just inside lights? I don't like outside lights. We don't put outside lights. My wife wants, and I'm like, you know how expensive outside lights are? How difficult it is to maintain them and put up with them? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But we're almost ready. We're having a big party on the 16th. And, inside, all right, because I'm going to say, man, it's really cold for you outside. And at least it was inside. But 5 a.m., what's wrong with her? Did you tell her to, we could do this at 8:30? So, is there a reason we got to get up so freaking early? Wow. Joe and Jenny's in the house. Joe, I just found something really interesting. Sanders, if you're still listening, I know you're busy this morning. So Cole says, not happening. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Say hello to Joe. I'm not happy. Yeah, man, I hate it. I get so tired of, but that's all right. Nisha, I don't be married too soon. I'm currently studying for being a CA. I'm going to say a certified accountant. Don't know much about CA, but I will, because it's just like my first year. Good for you. Good morning, Joe. Everybody say good morning. Joe's up and kicking this morning. We got a lot of new subscribers over the night, a lot of great new members. I want to thank all the new members. Our membership is, man, jumping off the roof, which I appreciate tremendously. We will have some members-only content. We have the basic level at $1.99 for all of you guys. And we have a very high-priced one at $100 or $99 a month. And that's for anybody that wants to take advantage of my life coaching skills and my wife's one-on-one counseling and or help and assistance in dealing with immigration or anything else you guys might need. But for the most of you, we just appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and helping us grow it. I'm excited because I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January. So I got a long ways to go. I need about 480 something. Good morning, everybody. So everybody say hello to Nisha. She's from India. We've already got a bunch of people in here. They're just not chatting. We even, have me in here. Me and my dog Daisy. You want to see my dog Daisy? I thought I lost her yesterday. I thought she died yesterday. That's my doggie. We have 2 doggies. You're gonna go Monday to the $99. Well, YouTube pushes us to have memberships, right? And I don't want to make things complicated. and I don't really want to charge people for. I give a lot. I know separate from this, I do a lot of advising, with people, and I'm happy to do it. So I thought the other day, and I am becoming a certified life coach, and with all my experience and everything we do, I thought if it gets YouTube off my ass, I'll make a membership for $99 a month, and you can have all the one-on-one with me you want to help you solve your problems. So there you go. What's my job? I don't have a job. There you go. Don't you want to pay the guy that doesn't have a job money? I don't have a job. I'm retired. I taught college for 25 years, but I don't have a job now. I'm old. I'm decrepit. So I want you all are awesome. Oh, thank you for that. But but we do a lot to help people, and we have over the years, and we're happy to do it. But I figured, hey, why not? And to be honest, Cole, I thought maybe I'd get lucky and somebody would think it's 99 cents and hit it. No, just kidding. I saw her in the live. Yes, the wife came home and did a live stream last night while I was in bed, which I appreciate her doing. I haven't went back and looked at it, but I'm sure she did fun doing Christmas decorating. Dave, what a certification pain in the butt. That's right. So yeah, I mean, I give a lot of advice. I've spent my entire adult career being an advisor, a counselor, a consultant, a teacher, and so I decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and make it, since I got time, I will become a certified life coach and see if I can advise people somewhat. Your daughter says hello to everybody. Aw, everybody say hello to Cole's daughter. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh my, yeah. So, does it make you have more faith in me that I don't have a job, or would it make you feel better if I had a job? That's what I wonder. Would you go, man, I might believe the stuff that comes out of his mouth if he had a job, or does it make you feel better to know that I don't have a job? Her name is Michelle. Ooh. We have a super, super, super good friend named Michelle. She's been in America now for a year and a half. She is married to one of the very few people I trust. He's a Filipino. They live by us, literally. We've known him since Lorelai got here, him and his family. He's one of the very, very, very few people that I would trust with my bank accounts, my cash, to do things for me. And he's been married a year and a half now to his wife, Michelle, who was a nurse. She's from the Philippines. She was a nurse in Dubai for 5 years. And then they got married and she came here. So let's say hello to Michelle. We have a job. It's called YouTube. Yeah. Oh, Joe, did you know I found out that I can give away memberships for free? I saw this on YouTube the other day. So I just, because I went and, you can only do it on a computer, the phone won't work. But it's interesting, I can give up to 5 a month away. I can hit a little button, I don't get paid, and YouTube doesn't collect any money, but it allows me to gift 5 a month. I didn't know that. I just saw that. So one of our live streams here in the future, when we have a really exciting one, a lot of people in, that Dennis just gifted people. Good morning, Dennis. Dennis, did you hear what I said, buddy? I just found out that on YouTube, I can give away 5 memberships a month. Thank you for gifting memberships, Dennis. We appreciate that. Because, you gifting memberships, you becoming the, oh hell, I forgot what we named you, Dennis, Director of Membership Operations, that I went and did some searching on YouTube and found this article that says that I can give away 5 memberships a year. Got to go, the wifey is calling. Oh crap, you better run, man. You better run. Cole, appreciate you being here again. Thank you again for the support. And we'll see you soon, my friend. Woohoo, Joe got a membership. Joe, you got a membership, buddy. You know, good night, good night. Our good friend from Russia, which I don't know what you're saying, but I appreciate you being here more than you know. So thank you for being here. English is our first language, truly our only language because it's me. But thank you for being here very much anyway. Thank you for the thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Big Joe is saying, see, Joe, you need to change your channel to Big Joe's channel. Thank you, Dennis, for the membership. Yeah. Bye. I have to go. Have a great day. Thank you for being here, Nisha. Thank you for watching my wife's live stream last night. I appreciate you sticking around and watching that. And I'm sure she enjoyed having you on. So watch for her again late at night, your daytime, and feel free, please, to come back and join my life on her live streams. Dennis says, no problem, J.A.J. It is random, which is kind of cool. You know, I thought about this early and was like, man, I think the fact that it's random sucks, that you can't assign it. And then I went and thought, maybe YouTube knows what they're doing. Because Dennis, what is really, and I thank you for this, I've had a lot of subscribers who haven't been watching my stuff coming back to our channel going, oh my God, I got gifted this membership. How great is this? And they've joined the live streams. They've been watching our videos again and getting caught back up with better content. Because even though my content, you know, is not, you know, perfect, it's better than it was 4 years ago. So that's what's interesting. And by YouTube just sending this out randomly, it stirred business behind the scenes, Dennis, versus us assigning it. I think it's really interesting. And that's where I went Googling and searching on YouTube about understanding this. And I found out that I get to give 5 away a month. And I had no clue about that. So I'm going to save some for the big Christmas live stream we're going to do at the Christmas party. And probably the Thanksgiving one, and give out on Thanksgiving and the Christmas party. I'm going to try to give out some memberships that I can give away. Now, YouTube doesn't pay us, and YouTube gets no money for it. It's just, I guess, a freebie from them. But I never knew that until just the other day. So Dennis, you have broadened my vast knowledge on the YouTube. So now I can become a YouTube membership expert under your tutelage. Oh. Our good Russian friend says no. Something. I don't know what it is. But I appreciate him being here anyway. So, yeah, I didn't know it either, Joe. I had no clue. But is that not cool? Because I always wonder how people got memberships. I really did. You know, and that's how it works. So you... me on my live stream, I have to be on a live stream, and how you find it, Joe, is like if you're on a computer or a tablet where the little dollar sign is, you know, where the little square with the dollar sign. Me as the operator, I got to be on a live stream where I can see that. All I do is click on that, and it pops up this big window, all about memberships, and down there it says, "Would you like to gift memberships?" You hit on that, and it pops up how many you have remaining that you can give. Just give out randomly, and you got to agree to the terms, but you just hit the button, and then all of a sudden, poof. So we are a learning channel. We're going to take over the whole entire world and be a learning channel. So one of the big things that was popping up overnight a little bit was about Paul, Old Dog and New Tricks, I think was his channel name, whether he's deceased or not, because the guy that wants to be the #1 troll in YouTube land in the Philippines and Thailand put out a video basically criticizing a dead guy if he is dead. Professor sent it to everybody on Facebook. I haven't heard confirmation whether old dog Paul died or not. But one thing I can say is don't ever, if you see this guy, just report him as hate. I can't see it in mine, Joe. On the iPhone, it is not here. Last night, I looked everywhere I could possibly look, and it is not on my phone at all. And I mean, I looked everywhere. So I couldn't even do it on the iPad. Maybe you can do it on the Android stuff, but not on the i stuff. You can't do it. Can't do it. So Thanksgiving's right around the corner, so we'll probably do a live stream on Thanksgiving. So I might give some memberships out over Thanksgiving. Since I only get like 5 a month, I'll wait until we have a good one and do that. So, but pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, let's thank our Russian friend for chiming into the conversation. You seen the little square with the dollar sign, or you seen that you got recognized as a member? And I'm going to sit down later this week and see if I can come up with some cool little icons to put into my membership thing. I just got to figure it so that way it looks more exciting than it is. All of the above? All right, nice, Joe. Good, good. I know on the eye stuff, it's not here. It's not anywhere to be seen. I'm looking at it. I looked at it last night. Definitely not here. So, but still, it's cool. It's growing. It's exciting that all of these different things are happening with YouTube. Makes it easier for us to try to grow. But I don't know. But has anybody heard who follows that genre, if Paul with O-Dogs and New Tricks, if he really did pass away, if he did, we feel sorry for all of his family there in the Philippines and in America. So that goes out with him. Good morning, I just woke up, says Francesis. Well, thank you for being here and good morning to you. I appreciate you waking up in the morning with us. I appreciate you. I got to remind you to do the old thumbs up or thingy. Thank you for being here. How's your morning going so far? What do you mean so far? I just woke up. I just told you how my morning's going. I just woke up. Well, I got up about 8 o'clock. I got up at 8 o'clock. Well, I hope it's true, Joe. I hope they're making it easier for us. I hope they're making it easier for us. I really do, but Francesca, thank you for being here. So Francesca, how are you doing on your YouTube channel? Do you feel like, are you trying to grow your YouTube channel? You got, I see Francesca has 140 videos and 66 subscribers. So, all right, so I'm going to turn you blue. I'm going to turn you so blue. That way, Francesca, if you want to drop your link as people come in and shout your own self out, you can. I have a simple rule that if you're blue, you don't have to ask me permission. Because by me turning you blue, I've already given you permission on all live streams to come in and drop your link to your channel and stuff like that. So you don't have to ask me over and over. So by turning you blue, you have my permission to drop your link. So, yeah, I don't know about the larger cut, Joe. I mean, YouTube wants us all to do better because they want to keep their 30% of everything. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to give us a larger cut. But, you know, they could drop it down to 25 or 20 and still make a couple $100 billion a year. But they might miss a couple $100 billion, I guess. So, but Francesca, that way if you want to, because I've subscribed to your channel already. So if you're working on growing your channel, maybe that would help you a little bit. Joe, if you haven't subscribed to Francesca's, please do. we're happy to try to help people to grow their channels if we can. We're not a grow channel. That's not our job. It's not our primary goal. But, why not? Francesca says, my dream thing is to be a pilot. Wow. Do you want to, what kind of pilot? Because I have some friends that are pilots, and I know and I'm not an expert, but I know there's a whole lot of different classifications. There's the light aircraft, the twin engines, the jet engines, and then a whole different world of classes. Do you want to fly commercially like for American Airlines? Or do you want to be able to just pilot a Piper and tool around in the air and be real cool? So what is your pilot dream? Because I got friends that do all of the above. I've had a friend who flew for Delta for many years. B777. That's one of the big, wow, that's a big ass plane, right? Wow. So you got to start off slow and low and small, and then get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. From what I understand, unless you've been in the military, but you still got to test and grade. On each type of plane that you go up, you got to keep going up. So we wish you good luck, and we hope you're successful. Daisy, my dog, are you okay? Man, this heart failure has really sent her down not a good rabbit hole, so to speak. So her heart failure, you can tell, definitely affects her. So yesterday I thought she died on me. She collapsed, run into the door, to the doggy door. And I literally, because they tell me that her artery is going to explode. That if she gets too excited, that with the heart failure malfunctioning the way it is, that freaking artery is going to go if she gets too excited. And she got too excited and ran to the doggy door off the couch, jumped down and took off. She's a wiener dog. And she collapsed right at the front of the doggy door. And I thought, but, and she was scared shitless. Look, I have heart failure. I've been in my dog's place. I know what it's like to have heart failure and to be moving around and go, boom. Been there many times. I've had the feeling many of times when I'm getting ready to hit the floor. And I catch myself. I know the look you get in your eyes. And my dog had that poor look, and she starts to cry. Because dogs can cry. I don't know if you know this, but they can cry in pain and suffering. So, I have to leave. I am so sorry. That's all right. Francesca, we appreciate you being here early this morning with us. Thank you for being here. Even with the military, they start with the smaller aircraft before they work up to the jets. You do. You gotta learn how to crawl before you can walk, so to speak. And but it's a cool thing. I always thought it'd be fun to fly helicopters. I saw an interview with Elon Musk a while back where he talked about something that I thought was really cool. I guess you know how His brain is just so brilliant. He was telling that he has the complete concepts in his head for an electric helicopter. So like an electric car for electric helicopter. Isn't that amazing, to think that you could create an electric helicopter? Just blows my mind. But I think he's just one of those people that all he does is think 24/7. And it goes down rabbit holes, so to speak. But yeah. One thing you'll find, Joe, a lot of the commercial pilots are actually ex-military pilots that transition over from flying jets or big cargo planes. You have one for an electronic toothbrush. I think they already have that. I think we bought one at Walmart for $38. So, could you imagine an electric helicopter from Elon Musk? you know. Um, what I, you know, oh, I am late again. Nah, you're never late. So, if you ever watch the Joe Rogan show, which I do, I like the fact that he talks about, look, and because I'm kind of impressed with Elon. I think he's a little wacky, but I do like what Joe Rogan says, look, if we want to end all the pollution out of the water and the oceans, he suggests that we just tell Elon, look, can you come up with a solution to get the pollution out of the oceans? And Joe Rogan really believes, give him a couple of days, maybe a month, he will come back and say, okay, here's what we do. And he can get the pollution out of the freaking water, you know, get all the plastic out of the waters, you know. So sometimes it takes people to think outside the box a little bit to get things going and growing and headed in the right direction, Dennis. But as you know, I'm never headed in the right direction. I'm usually headed down into the ditches and the bowels, wherever I come from. I don't even know where I come from these days. Man, never thought I would be here, Dennis, I can tell you that. I thought I'd be in the White House by now, you know, being important, getting coffee for somebody. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing today, man. I thought we were going to go watch a movie or go to Branson today, but Lorelai stayed up until like 4 a.m., so she'll probably sleep until 4 p.m., so I have no clue what we're doing. Maybe I'll go and do something myself with the daughter. Thought it would be in the outhouse. I thought I would be in the outhouse. Yeah, have you ever been in a true outhouse? I helped some people dig in a privy one time, a 200-year-old privy on a homestead site. I'm in the doghouse a lot just because I am who I am. You know, Dennis, that's how that works. So I don't know what I do every day to be in the doghouse, but I seem to wind up in the doghouse of somebody, whether it's my wife or the neighbor or somebody on YouTube or, you know, who knows, you know. But I guess I'm no longer in the doghouse with Jack because I don't hear from Jack anymore. So I guess he quit, you know, attempting to, you know, which is fine, you know. When you're in the doghouse, sometimes the best thing you can do is just not fight. So you guys are doing the tree lighting ceremony up there where you're at, Joe, today at 7? Or at dusk, sorry, dusk. At dusk now is what, 4:45 or something? So, yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I got so many things I need to do and work on, and but when you're tired all the time from heart failure, it's not an excuse, but it's hard to get too motivated and too excited about doing all of this stuff. I need to work in my garage like nobody's business, but now it's too cold, so I can't. And we still got to work around here, and I don't know. Something about that, yes. So I never, I need to clean out my closet. I got a big closet back here. I need to clean it out and go through it. We got too much clearanced Walmart shit back there. I need to get it organized so that when we need gifts to go to little kids' birthday parties, we buy them on clearance at Walmart really, really cheap, and we stash them. So that way, if Lorelai gets invited to a Filipino party where there's some kid's party, we don't have to go spend 20 or 30 or $40 on a stupid gift. We can just rummage in the closet and find something that we paid $5 for that's worth $40, $50, $60, and then she gives it away as a gift. So that's what we do. But we have so much crap in there, and she just keeps, and it's my closet. It's my work closet for my stuff. We have so much crap in there now that I it's a mess in there. I need to win the lottery so that I can hire somebody to be my manservant. I need a manservant. I need somebody that I can say, all right, I'll sit here in my comfy chair. You empty out the closet so we can go through it and get it organized. And then I can sit here drinking my water and just point. That's what I need. I need a manservant. Anybody volunteer to be my manservant? Because I can't have a girl servant because Lorelai would get mad. And we got some gifts in there I know that I plan on giving away at Christmas time for a buddy, but I just got to find it. I know it's in there because I bought it, but I don't know where it's gone to, seeing that everything keeps piling up. And then, of course, we do a lot of corporate stuff. We do a lot of product reviews that people send us, wanting us to review their stuff. And a lot of it's okay stuff, a lot of it's garbage. And all of that stuff goes into my closet too. But I've been trying to box it up lately and put it in other boxes and label it because we don't need it now. I don't need I got sent a while back a mini refrigerator that you can supposedly put drugs in or makeup in or 6 Coca-Cola cans. But what am I going to do with it? So it's brand new, it's in the box, it's over there. Just need to bring down and get a storage unit for y'all. No, I don't want a storage unit. No way in hell, Joe. No way in hell. Because once you have a storage unit, that opens up for more shit. And my rule is we got to quit spending money on crap, right? You don't want to, no, 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 no. No. I got a bunch of clothes I need to go through and give away. I've got a lot of beautiful shirts that are too small for me. People have given me as gifts and things, and they're brand new. So I'm also working on that little project. I'm working on separating those that I look at and go, they're really not my style. And I would have to lose, 50 more pounds. I've lost 35 in the last few months, 4 or 5 months. I would have to lose another 35 to even come close to fitting those, and they're really not my thing anyway. So I need to go through and get those out and get those ready to give away. They're brand new to people that need nice shirts, because a lot of them are really nice shirts. I mean, really nice shirts. And I've met a young man who's in his 16th year of age, who's a bigger kid, but not as big as I am. I'm thinking he might be able to wear some of those, and I'm going to pass that on to his family. He's a little bit of a country boy, but I think they would look good on him. I think it might boost, if he needs to go for class, and he's a very mechanic. He's very driven in what he wants to be as a mechanic. So I've been thinking, I'm going to try to separate some out for him and all of that stuff. So I'm working on cleaning out my own crap, but we just keep buying crap and sticking it in the closet. So I just need to box it up. So no, we will not be getting a storage unit. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. What else is going on in y'all's world? I want to know what you guys are doing today. Joe, are you going to go to the Christmas tree lighting ceremony? So I'm not for sure when they're doing the ones here. Usually I think it's Thanksgiving weekend, but I'm not for sure. But we want to take you guys on some Christmas lighting trips. We're hoping to do that. I just got to get my winter clothes out and get things worked out well. So we will. We're going to do some Christmassy stuff. We'll just have to see. But next week's Thanksgiving. Next week is my birthday, by the way. I turned 21 years old. Very excited about that. I can drink legally now, which never stopped me before. But at least now I can go into bars and buy a beer. And if they card me, I can whip out my driver's license and say, see there, sucker? I'm 21 now. What are you going to do about it? So But nope, that's what we're doing today. I gotta clean, clean, clean. I need to get the shop back inside and vacuum everything. So you thought about going, but you're still thinking you might wait for Jenny to get here from the Philippines? Can't get around like you used to. That's why you need to get you a mobility scooter, man. Telling you, for us old people with health issues, they're a pain in the ass, but they are a lifesaver. And I'm working on that whole I'm hoping in January I can release a really good video about mobility scooters that will help you select the right one for you, the individual, is where I'm going with that. And because I think I've become somewhat of an expert on them since I've rented them, I've used them, I've wrecked them, I've tore them up. And I know what works and doesn't work. So, but if you can get out, Joe, I know your health is struggling, but as bad as mine is, one of the things I still try to do is, it's why I take you guys fishing on the live streams and to parks and zoos, because I really think it's important, no matter how bad I feel, that I do get out and about and try to have somewhat of a life. Because sitting in your apartment or your home or your trailer or your office, for the rest of your life, just means you're going to shorten your life. And I do believe that you got to get a moving. You mean a moving and a grooving. So that's what I try to do, whether I like it or not. Yeah, you guys have one there. I've been there. He's a nice guy. What you can look into, Joe, is sometimes Medicaid and Medicare both have programs where they will give you X amount of dollars to go towards one. I will tell you, Joe, that on a limited budget, and if you're not super picky, Walmart.com is selling the Chinese ones. So versus buying like the American brand Pride mobility scooter, which is one of the better brands by far, American made, American, all of that, and they are better than the Chinese ones. But that one's going to run you $1,100, $988. You can get the exact same thing on Walmart.com for about $440 or $50. But it's a Chinese one. But they work, So Walmart.com, Joe, you might spend a few minutes sometime looking at Walmart.com and see if you can get one there. And they can ship it to you. But they're nice to have. I want two more. I need two more. And if I could ever get the two that I want, then hell, I would give you mine. I'd give mine away. I don't need it if I get the two I want. Because I need one for traveling on airplanes and cruise ships. And then I need one for going fishing in. And the one that I go fishing outdoors in will do for everything. I'm always looking at Walmart. Yeah, so just type in mobility scooters, Joe. And you will see that there's a lot available there. And you can get them, but you got to look at the weight capacity, the size of the wheel. You want to have pneumatic tires in because I know where you live, I know your environment. You definitely got to have real pneumatic tires or rubber tires, not the hard ones, because your concrete will chew those up and spit them out. So, but Walmart has them. Walmart has mobility scooters, fairly cheap. And Joe, if you ever get serious about it and you want me to look at the Walmart website and help you pick one out, let me know, and I can do that. I'll be happy to give you my advice, because I know you, I know your weight, I know your height, I know your terrain. We can help you find one. Yeah. Yep, about 500 bucks. Yeah, it's the Chinese ones are about 500 bucks. They say it's regularly 1,500, but even in America, the American one doesn't cost you 1,500. So they're lying. But it's 488 bucks. It's a four-wheeled one, nice and safe. There's one for $439 would be a really good option for you, Joe. I would say there's one for $459 would be a really good option. It's a three-wheeled, so with an AC sidecar. Well, Dennis, my wife wants her own mobility scooter. You know, I think it's weird. And is it just because I'm a guy? Is it because I'm old? But why do young people, and especially from the Philippines, the Philippines has gotten all excited about mobility scooters. You can rent them in the mall, the kids drive them everywhere, going crazy. You know, Las Vegas, it's a big deal to rent these for entertainment value. My wife would really like to have one. You know, she's telling me all the time, well, if you don't want to ride it, get out. I'll ride it and you can walk. And I'm just like, but if you can walk, why wouldn't you want to walk? Or maybe it comes to that point in our lives when we no longer can take advantage of the fact that we can walk well, that it pisses us off that we can't walk well. So we have to ride a mobility scooter. That pisses us off, and so we resent having one. I don't know what the psychology behind it is, but they actually have double-seated ones now. They're really big. I don't know how the hell you can get them in a Walmart. It's kind of like a golf cart, but they're skinnier. They truly are, and they also have a tandem, driver and a passenger. They have them it's crazy what they have these days. So, but yeah, you can put your arm candy in there. You know. What the hell is that? What's my neighbor doing? Is that my neighbor? Or is that somebody breaking into somebody's house over there? All right, I think it's the neighbor. With an AC arm candy. And it's always good to have arm candy, right, Dennis? But, so that's, Joe, that's what you can work on. I'm just telling you. I don't know what Medicare or Medicaid does or covers, but for under 500 bucks, you could get one that would work just well for you. The one that Walmart sells, there's a cheap Chinese one that works like the Baja that I want. It is still a couple grand because they know they can't get away with having an off-door one or off-roading one as a piece of crap. So, and Dennis, you know how they have the scooters, right, in the Philippines? Well, they have that exact same thing. So they've taken a scooter like in the Philippines and they put in four wheels on it, two in the back and two in the front. Looks exactly like a scooter. They just put four wheels on it. I have also seen those. Then I was trying to figure out how to get it inside the building. Well, okay, Joe, it should fit inside your building. The ones I'm recommending would fit inside your building. They should fit in an elevator. If your building isn't handicap accessible, it should be, which I'm sure it is, being the old building that it is. So it goes over thresholds. You just ride it out of your room, down the hallway to the elevator, get in the elevator, go down, go outside. I mean, it's just what we do with the one I have everywhere. It fits in you know, the secret is getting in and out of the elevators. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because you got to open those doors. And the best thing you can do, if you can, is back in, but that's hard. So usually you got to drive in, hit the button, you drive in, stay centered, and then when it goes down and opens up, you back up out of the elevator. And if you don't have a ramp leading the building, if it's nothing but stairs, which I would just say, look, that's a violation of ADA law, and have them put a ramp in, which I think your building does have ramps. So, but that's how you do it. They're skinny enough that they can go down a hallway. They're the size of your office chair, and that's all you've seen mine many of times in my videos. Easily go down and in about buildings. We've taken it to every mall there is, been on elevators all over the place, big buildings, little buildings. They're really designed for that. And if you get a 3-wheel scooter, they usually have a better turning radius than a 4-wheel scooter. And that just allows you to turn a tighter circle. Everyone in chairs pulls in and turns around. Yes, I understand that, but you're not going to be able to turn around in an elevator on a mobility scooter. In a wheelchair, you can spin it on the axle. You can't do that on a mobility scooter. You're going to have, if you try that, you'd have to go, you have to just jack around for the next, by the time you get to the end get down to where you need to be, you're going to be halfway trying to rotate. So the best thing is to drive straight in and back straight out, because they don't have the turning radius. They don't spin on one wheel. They can't do it. They're not, most of them are not like the ones at Walmart. Walmart can do the commercial mobility scooters can't do that. They can't do it. And the only reason Walmart can do it is because their steering column is set up and designed to go whoop, and then you pivot. But you're not going to be able to do that. So just drive in and back out. Not a big deal. I do it all the time. Hospitals, everywhere I go. If it's crowded, somebody's usually holding the door for me, being nice, letting me back out. So it's not a big deal. But if it give you a better quality of life, Joe, I would absolutely recommend that you have one. You can even buy cargo trailers, which is something we're looking at for the dogs. Lorelei wants to buy a trailer for the dogs, and what that is, one, it can attach to the back of my e-bike, so that when I go biking, I can take the dogs. 2, it also works as like a baby stroller, so she can push it. And 3, I can modify it slightly and attach it to the back of my mobility scooter. Because now that Daisy has heart failure and can't walk very far, and Lily has a club disfigured foot from the car accident, we're going to buy a collapsible trailer, folds down, that we can fit in the car. But you take it out, you put the wheels on, you pop it up. It's like bicycle wheels. You make a tent type of steel aluminum frame tent, like a cage. The dogs go in there on blankets, and they got big windows and a lot of ventilation. And you can tow it behind your bike or push it, but I'm going to put it behind the mobility scooter. So like if we take a walk around the park, the dogs can still go and enjoy the outside, because their health is getting to the point where there's no way we could take them to the park and let them run around and chase bugs and squirrels very much. And then what I told her is then what we can do is get to a place that's safe, let the dogs out for a little bit, let them go to the bathroom and smell the grass, and then they can jump back in and we can continue on our journey. So, but I see now they're making a cargo unit or cargo trailer for mobility scooters. I thought about buying one of these for my fishing gear, modifying it to hold my fishing rods. So, and it's only $140. So I might have to invest in this, especially if I get the good outdoor scooter, so that I can put fishing rod holders in it to keep my rods upright, put my tackle and everything I need, and be able to go fish. So it's pretty cool, some of the stuff they're coming up with. So I encourage all of us old disabled people, get out there and do more. And I'm going to try to make a video in January and with a mobility store. I'm going to go over week after next and visit with him in hopes that he'll let me film in his store and that he will actually participate in my video. And I want to bring my cheap Chinese scooter to his store, and I want to compare. I think it'd be fun to compare my cheap Chinese one to the American version, because I know the American's version is way better, because I rented the American version for a month in the Philippines. For a month in Cocoa Beach, Florida. And I bought the cheap Chinese version in the Philippines because that's all they had. So I'm really interested in showing people why the American's better. But look, let me give credit where credit is. My cheap mobility one from China has stood the test of times and would probably last, several more years easily. But I just beat the shit out of it. It doesn't quite work for what I do. It's not very good at going off-roading. I get the crap beat out of me when I take it off-roading because there's no shocks. And the tires are hard rubber. And they're small tires. And so, you know. Let's see what's going on. All right. Just checking things. Everyone pulls chairs in and turns them around. Yeah, I know. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, Joe, get some rest. Take care. We appreciate you. So, yeah, this is just a pop-up live stream this morning. I'm not going to be on here forever myself, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I got to try to get some things done myself. So, we'll be on here for a little bit longer this morning. But I know I need to get some things done myself. I was looking at Lorelei's live stream last night. She did really good. She had 5.4 watch hours. Nice. She had about 200 comments or something. Oh, look, she even got some, I think she got some memberships last night. Well, congratulations to her. 435 reactions. See chat messages. Chat message 14. I know Sanders, all right, nice. So it looks like she did a good job last night on her live stream. I'm checking hers. See, she did it for almost 2 hours. Wow. She was up late. Engagement. Nice. All right. I'll give her a thumbnail here in a few minutes. And then I got to work on, we got a party, Thursday's Thanksgiving. It's my birthday. We're going to clean up the house this weekend, so that we have less to do in the week before everybody come over for Thanksgiving. So I got to get that done today. I need to get my shop back in here and suck up all the freaking, we had to bring all of our house plants in because it's freezing outside. So I got a whole bunch of dead plant stuff I need to suck up in my shop back and make the house look a little bit better today, a little bit nicer today. So we're going to do that. I'm sure we got to go grocery shopping at some point in time this weekend. I don't know if Lorelei is going to be doing any other live streams during the day or the night. I don't know, but I'm sure she will. So I got to check my lottery tickets because you guys may be talking to the next big time lottery winner. I have a lottery ticket. They haven't been checked. So I do need to do that. And I promise this. I promise everybody this. If you're watching this live stream, understand this. That if I hit the $486 million Powerball or Mega Millions, whichever it is, I absolutely promise you this. I will be wealthy. That's it. That's all I can promise. I can just promise you that I will be wealthy. So I will be very generous to myself. Buy a big, beautiful beach house on the water in Florida, and maybe a ranch home somewhere else, in case it starts to get tornadoes, or sorry, typhoons and hurricanes in Florida. So you got to have a safe place to go. All the rich people I know have more than one homes. So if they live in Florida and the bad weather comes, they pack their crap and they head up to their house inland, like in the hills of Tennessee. They wait it out, then they go back. So forget about your son there. Well, I tell you what I do. After we get set up in the new big house with the fishing boat, I'll invite everybody to come down and go fishing with me. So, but could you imagine that? The craziness that would ensue upon your life once you won that kind of money, I think it would be if you're smart, it would be a blessing. But I think it would be a very stressful one. I'm willing to take the challenge on, Sanders. I truly am, Charles, willing to take that burden on for everybody. So don't get me wrong. If anybody out there thinks it would be a burden to win the lottery, I will do it for you. I will go through the nightmares, the trials and the tribulations, so that you don't have to. Well, we're in the same boat, Sanders, and to be honest, all I need, to be honest, would be about $500,000. Because my long-term goal from doing YouTube, and I've said this, is to try to make enough money, which I don't think I will, but I'm trying to make enough money that we could have a nice house, and I don't mean a beach house. I'd love to have a beach house, don't get me wrong, but just a normal house that works well for Lorelai and I and our dogs, that's a completely paid off with a little bit of money in the bank, so that when I die, which is not that far away, she wouldn't have to worry about whether she has to sell what we have and go back to the Philippines. Yeah, roughly $500,000. We don't have any other real debt except for our home. But I know that I would like to, houses we look, it would make me real happy to spend about $300,000 to $400,000 on a house in Alabama. I think those are the ones that we would just love to be in, which is a nicer house than what we have. This house costs $400,000 now. The 3 years that we've been in it, it's hopefully in the spring we'll sell it for about $400,000. And we have a bunch of equity in it. But still, I would like to have enough to go, okay, so Lorelai no longer has to work a job. We have no debt on a house. Our cars are paid for. We're not big, Anyway, I need to buy another car. I need to buy a Lincoln for my back for traveling. I need to buy more fishing gear. Don't get that wrong. But if you could put a couple $100,000 in the bank and have a house that's paid off, if you manage it wise and you manage your time wise, you can have some of the best time of your life just being debt free. We love to cruise ship, we love to travel, so we would want a nest egg for that. But with the money I already bring in, and then if she did work part-time just to keep her money going into Social Security, because she's not fully invested in Social Security yet. She doesn't have her 10 years in yet. She's a year away. So I encourage the Filipinas that come here, go ahead and get your 10 years into Social Security so you're fully invested, so to speak. That way, if your husbands do pass, at least you know that if you keep working, you have money coming in the future. Because depending on your age gap and how old you are when your husband dies, you don't get any survivor benefits except for the 255. So my big goal on YouTube, why I did this and why I'm working harder at it, is truly to say, okay, in 5 years, I can have us a house that's nice and good between my equity and the money I can make, hopefully, that we can live debt free on a house, have a nest egg that can pay the carrying costs, the taxes, and insurance. And that's partly why we chose Alabama. We love Florida 10 times better. But taxes and insurance on a simple $300,000 house there could cost you anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 a year. That's not sustainable without a really good income. That's like paying $20,000 a year on a house payment. So that's $1,500 a month. She could never do that. Alabama, the cost of living is cheaper, property tax is way low. Insurance is still normal, just like everything here in Arkansas. It's very comparative to where we're going to go in southern Alabama. Insurance, taxes, all the same. The houses are better value there because it's not as popular, I guess, versus where we're at in northwest Arkansas, the home of Walmart, J.B. Hunt, Tyson Foods, and every other freaking Fortune 500 company that's coming in here. Houses are jumping off the roof here. You can't touch a house in this part of the country for less than $250,000. And the 250 house is not a house you want to live in. So that's truly my goal. I don't know how to get there except for plugging away $1 a day, $1 a day. How do I do it? Just keep working it, Sanders. Keep trying to improve the situation. We got to do a better job not spending money on shit we don't need. It's probably one of our biggest faults and problems. So I would like for us to improve upon that. We don't have car payments or anything. Luckily, I would like to have a new vehicle, but why? I barely drive, so my 2008 Dodge Dakota, perfectly fine. It leaves the driveway once a week, so why would I have a $60,000 car sitting in the driveway when I can have an $8,000 truck sitting there? So, and I know you have youngins, you have kids that you got to work for and plan for. And I know we are blessed financially compared to a lot of people, but that doesn't mean that I don't have goals that I want to accomplish. They are building a house on every lot in this neighborhood. Traffic is, yeah. Yeah, they're building, we got neighborhood, this is a new neighborhood. We got neighborhoods there, they're all, it's just crazy. It's freaking bonkers around here, and we're tired of it. We'd like to go to a place and find a house. I would like to find a house that maybe was built in the 80s out of brick, that's a well-built home that has some good square footage, that's been updated and cared for, and that we can paint and modify the way we want, and has a big yard for our dogs and for us to sit outside and do things with. Because the lots in this part of the country are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And now they're not even giving houses lots here. They're just putting them like row houses, boom, 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 boom. And there's a walkway between them. They're not even doing yards anymore around here. But I know a lot of people think that, we've been criticized for being rich, but we're not rich. I'm not going to apologize for working my ass off for 35 years to have the income I have. And the fact that I do bring in a small monthly income, I'm not going to apologize for any of that. I'm sorry that some people can't manage money. We've done an okay job managing money. Not a good job, but an okay job. We've done that over the years that allows us to travel and do things. But we also don't drink, 24/7. We don't smoke. We don't do stupid shit too often. The bigger the house, the smaller the backyard is. It is. And I need elbow room. Most of the world makes less than $5 per day. That's right. And I think Dennis's point, if I can say, makes us or reminds us that we should all feel very, very blessed that we're in America where we make a hell of a lot more than $5 a day. And we've seen those countries, Dennis, and places where $5 a day would be a blessing. You know, $10 a day would be a miracle for some of them. And it's amazing how they live and survive. You know, and as Americans and Westerners, as you always say, you know, what's the odds that we're 1 in 400 billion? No, 8 billion? Is it, what's the numbering? Dennis, what's the number? 400 billion or 8 billion? 8 billion? What's the number? You always say. So we are lucky. We are lucky and we are privileged. And I do think at times we lose sight of that. But I don't think there's anything 400 trillion, 1 in 400 trillion, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to better your situation no matter where you're at. And we want to better our situation by having a house that's paid for. And if I'm happy to go to a smaller house. I've told Lorelai, I said, one thing we might do with our equity, if we find the right house, is simply buy a smaller house. And it may not be what we need, because one thing we need is a handicap-friendly house. So I've told her, I said, if we bought a house that's smaller, older, that's in the right location with the right yard space, maybe we buy that and then we build a master suite wing onto the house, meaning a new bedroom, a handicap bathroom and laundry room that's going to be conducive for me to live in. Because that's part of the problem. This house is brand new, but the bathroom, if I configured it to be a handicap, it's going to cost me $10,000 to $15,000 to redo our bathroom, to turn it into a handicap bathroom. 1 second later, you could have been defined. Yeah. So we know what we need out of life. I don't want Lorelai to feel like she has to go back to the Philippines because she doesn't want to. When I die, that she has to sell everything that we own and live off of it in the Philippines and be miserable. So I want her to feel like she can live here on her own. If she ever got remarried, well, that's fine, whatever. But I mean, I'm way past my expiration date as it is. So if we can buy a small house and remodel it and update it with the cash we have over the next few years, that's kind of what our goal is, versus buying a perfect house. So we'll get there. I have faith, Dennis Sanders, that what we need, we'll be able to get to. I really do. We'll be able to get there. It just takes time and dedication. Frustratingly, and I've talked to a lot of the American side of these couples, our wives don't see it the same way. They don't see tomorrow. They see today with the money. And I keep trying to preach to Lorelai. I said, look, you don't understand. That dress that you're buying today that you don't need, that you'll never wear, is, even as on clearance at $10 at JCPenney, is $10 that's taken out of your future. Every dollar we spend today is a day taken out of your future. And for her, she needs to be able to have that future, that financial future. And I want to try to make it secure, because that's what I think is my job. Backlash Fisherman is in the house. Good morning. I saw that you did a live stream the other day. How was your live stream? How did it go for you? How are you? Are you going fishing in this nice cold air? Man, I feel like my breathing's weird today. I can hear myself wheezing. So you did one last night, and I saw that. I didn't make it, but I saw it. I came back and responded to it on my fishing channel. Oh yeah, she's on my back like that about spending money. Yeah. Too windy for fishing? Never. 20, 25 miles? Well, all right. I agree with you there. You know, when it's so windy that you cast and your lure goes 400 yards out in the lake, yeah, it's pretty windy. So, yeah, they just, I wish mine would be more of a penny pincher saver. She's a penny pincher, but she's a spender. So I would prefer her to be a penny pincher, non-spender. So she saves money on everything she buys. But once again, if you didn't buy it, you wouldn't need to save any money. You would save 100%, not 40%. I can fish, but filming would be a no. Yeah, the wind's too strong. Blow your camera over. But you got to have a windsock, because the noise. Nobody likes watching a good outdoor video where all you can hear is high winds. I hate those. But I'm going to try to go trout fishing later. I don't know when, but I got to look at the calendar. I got to get up there and do a day of trout fishing with a buddy of mine. I just going to have to wait until we get some like 60, 70 degree weather and see if he can schedule it and go up and do some trout fishing. 10 degrees warmer, 5 to 10. All right, so that's not so bad. That'd be all right. Not so bad. Are you gonna fish tomorrow? If so, what are you going fishing for? See, I'm jealous of everybody that gets to go fishing. I just don't get to do it as much. The weather, I can't go out in cold weather or I get really sick. It causes the granulomas in my lungs to stiffen, and it reduces my oxygen intake rate. My percentage goes down, and some of the crystallization that's in my lungs will harden. So I can't do cold weather too much at all. Probably catfish, all right. Yeah, you can usually catch catfish year round. I'm the same way. I get very depressed and disappointed if I can't fish. If I can't get out there, and that's the reason I look so forward to living down in the Gulf Coast, everybody, is because at least, the weather's halfway decent, man. I can just put my big happy butt in my truck and drive down to any concrete pier or any place and get out and just throw some shrimp or freaking squid in the water and kick back and wait and see what happens. So I am with you, man. I get very upset and disappointed. I was so disappointed I didn't get to fish in the Philippines. But the water was polluted. Nobody was fishing around where we were at. They didn't want people going out on boats because of COVID. But all the areas around where we were off limits. The few places that you could go fish, I went to look at it. I'm like, well, yeah, but look, there's human shit floating right there. And there's trash and diapers in the water. I'm not going fishing there. I don't. Why would I do that? So I didn't get to fish in the Philippines, but I have fished pretty much everywhere else I've gone. And thoroughly just love it. Yummy fishing, right? I do like fishing ditches and things like that because you can get some unique fish out of those ditches and storm drains. But when you see a diaper floating by where you're at, it just tells you this is not the place that I want to fish. But then again, what do I know? I don't know anything, apparently. I was told yesterday that I'm dumb and stupid because I don't know things. So I guess I'll have to go with that this week. But I do like to fish. And when I win the lottery, the big lottery, I'm going to buy a fishing boat and hire a captain to do it and go find the fish for me. And I'm just going to sit on the back of the boat and fish and let them worry about everything else. I went to do a Chernobyl fishing trip, but not famous enough yet. So do you watch Jeremy Wade? Did you see his trip there? Was I dumb enough? Yes. Famous enough? No. I know, but Jeremy Wade did it. Remember that? I used to like his channel. I don't know why they got rid of his channel. Did he just run out of places to fish? I can't remember. Was his channel The River Monsters? I really liked Jeremy Wade. I liked his fishing show. I do like watching the bass fishing tournaments, but I like the one where they catch and release the fish in the boat and they weigh them and they got judges. So But I would do a fishing show, but nobody would pay me. Yeah, I think his viewers dropped, and I think he truly just kind of like, well, I've been everywhere, done everything. Where else am I going to be going? But yeah, I'm sure his viewership, because no matter what, you're right. If his viewers were way up there, he would still be doing it. So I would agree with that. But I liked him. I liked his biology. He was a biologist, and so he would talk about the biology of things, and I really, really liked that. He would talk about this type of fish, the habitat, where they live. I liked all of that. But then again, I'm a science guy, so they would for found fish for him to target. Yeah, yeah, I would. Yeah, I agree with that. I would agree. They would have said, okay, we'll find a different place. And maybe they should have did the thing like Bear Gillis did, who I never really watched. But when he became unpopular, they started putting celebrities with them. So they should have took and put some celebrities and had celebrity and take celebrities fishing, or at least got him a good-looking woman partner. That would have maybe helped his ratings. But I don't know. One of the fishing shows I used to watch, I can't remember his name, but he was out of Florida. It was a guy who was an NBA scout. He used to play NBA basketball, but he was a scout. And he didn't do any live bait at all. His show was all about jigging the deep waters. And he had a really good show too. He was very knowledgeable in the fishing, always good at explaining what he's doing, why he's doing it, and was catching fish. But I don't know whatever happened. I don't remember his name. Very charismatic, but he was an NBA scout as a full-timer. I can't remember for who, but he had a show, and I liked it. And he did nothing but lures everywhere he went. Whether it was shallow or deep, he was a lure guy. They didn't do any live baiting at all whatsoever. And that was cool. And he often had those rods or the reels, and and 600 feet of water, you push the button, automatic reel up. Roland Martin is down there, and Bill Dance maybe. Yeah, we used to watch them as kids. Roland Martin, which is Scott Martin's dad. I like Scott Martin. I watch his YouTube channel some, and I like him. I do. I think he's humorous, so I like watching him. I like the way that he had that boat built. I saw all of those. Bill Dance was just funny, I think. But Scott Martin, he has a daughter who's real pretty, but she's into fishing, and she has her own YouTube channel, which is gigantic. But I think she could be probably one of the first female fisher women that could take on the fishing world. I think her dad has taught her really well how to fish, and she loves it. But you can tell she's a thinker and a smart person. I think she's in college now. Dad probably made her go to college. But I got a feeling that that girl wanted to get into the pro fishing circuit. She could kick all these guys' asses. And man, she would be a superstar like nobody's business because she's a girl and she's pretty. But, so I like Scott Martin. I think he's funny. But I like the, the WLF, the Walmart Federation League or something, where they weigh the fish and throw the fish back. And Scott Martin's not on that one. He's on the other one, Bass, B-A-S-S Tour. So, but I watch him when I can find him. Darcyville is a good fishing channel from Florida. I love fishing channels. I'm writing it down. And that's part of what I want to do when we go to Alabama and we live closer to the Gulf. I have my Fishing with Pac channel. I do got some fishing videos I need to upload to that. But the reason I created that a few months ago was I'm thinking, well, if we get to Alabama, that's what I want to do, is I want to fish more. So instead of dumping all my fishing videos on this channel, I thought I would try to start a new channel. And I don't think it'd be super big or anything, but it'd be a better place for all of my fishing videos to go on a fishing channel. Your spelling is off. Well, I'll Google it. I'll try to find something similar to that. But that's what my long-term plan is truly to turn my little fishing channel into that down in Alabama, going to the piers and sitting out doing live streams and night fishing and stuff like a lot of these channels do, like Anyfin does and everybody else, just like everybody else does. I'm going to do it anyway, so why should I not YouTube it? Because I'm going to do it anyway. And I don't want to just keep dumping these all on my channel, so I figure I'll just make a separate category. Same thing with our cruise ship channel. We don't get to cruise a lot, but when we do, I think I'm going to put all my cruising videos onto one channel and just kind of have that there, But, all right, my friends, it's 10 o'clock here in my part of the country, so it's time for me to get off of here. I need to get some running around done this morning, get the house work done. I know we got a lot more to do. Southern Alabama, Beach Bum, and Bearded Brad. I know Bearded Brad are too huge for the Beach of Bum to work. It's way up where now he owns his own shop. Wow. Bama Beach Bum worked his way up to where he owns his own shop. Nice. I know those two channels. I know a bunch of Alabama channels. Bama Beach Bum and the Bearded Brad. I know his channel too. I found a new channel the other day that was doing a live stream down in Louisiana. So I subscribed to his channel. I forgot what it was now. But they were doing fishing the flats on a windy day in Louisiana for, I think speckled trout is what they were going after. So, but I like fishing channels. So, all right, my friends, we appreciate everybody being here, coming in this morning. Remember to come back and check my wife's live streams out during the night if you're up and you have nothing better to do. She's always doing that. Thank you. Sanders found the YouTube channel for me. It is a channel that I don't follow. So thank you, Sanders. Thank you, Backlash. I appreciate that. I will check them out and follow them. Oh, I've seen her on YouTube. I've seen, but I don't follow. My wife always gets jealous if there's girls fishing. Like, you don't understand. I don't care if there's a girl there or not. She's fishing. It doesn't matter. But now the jealousy comes in. Sanders knows what I'm talking about with the Filipino jealousy, don't you? Yeah, so I'll subscribe to her because I need to watch more fishing stuff. I got to get excited for spring. That's what keeps me insane over the winter months is watching other people fish in warm weather, because then I get excited and go, I can do that someday. I can do that someday. I like the nighttime streams. Wife is the she can be a little tough. Yeah. Yep. My wife can be a little tough. She can be a little harsh on people, but I try to tell her to relax and enjoy it. But she's been doing night ones, and then she can get a little fired up. I tell her you can't take YouTube personal. She gets personally offended. Nobody really offends me on YouTube. So yeah, I'm talking about your wife. I know. She can be vicious. Trust me. So Sandra says, oh yeah, I do by networking with other Filipinos on here. That's it. Yeah, you just tell my wife, say, look, Backlash, here's what you do. You say, look, your husband likes our channel, and we are good, so it's okay, calm down. Put your hormones in check, lady, us men are all good. We're just here to support you, so back off, lady. So you get in there and you just push back. Oh my God. But she can. Even on my live streams when she comes in, And when she comes in on my live stream, she wants to start. I'm like, just take a chill, relax. You know, it's okay. Oh yeah, I do by networking with others on the Filipina here. Yeah, you get in trouble, don't you? I get in trouble. She'd block me, I know. But you can just tell her, say, you know. All right, my friends, we appreciate you guys as always. Sanders, I hope the little one, Backlash Sanders, his little boy who's 3 is in the hospital. So we're really hoping that his young son gets to come home today. So I know they're stressed over that. They're worried over it. Mama's been up all night long trying to, be at the hospital back and forth, trying to figure everything out. So Sanders, I hope the little one gets to come home today. So talk to you later. Got to clean out my daughter's room. Yes. Yes. That's where all your fishing tackle is, right? She hid it from you. Saying, Papa, nope. So, all right, my friends, take care. Sanders, let us know. Message me. Let me know if if he gets to come home today. So I thank you. Backlash says gives you thoughts and prayers, Sanders. Take care, my friends.